Y'all remember when the Ethereum DAO got hacked and over $60 million was stolen from investors? Y'all remember when the Parity wallet was hacked and over $32 million was lost from it? Y'all remember 2 weeks ago when the novice coder accidentally locked up about $300 million in an Ethereum wallet? Y'all remember when Confido? Yeah, I ain't even gonna get into that, alright? The point I'm making is, what if there was a way to ensure that investors wouldn't lose money from something simple like a little string of code locking up $150 million if you press the wrong damn button? Or what if there was a way for projects to have their code receive a stamp of approval before even coming to market so that investors knew that they weren't being scammed? Well, today's video is a breakdown of Quantstamp. And essentially, this is exactly what Quantstamp does. Quantstamp uses a distributed network and protocol to automate an auditing process for smart contracts. All right, so one of the main problems with smart contracts is that even though by their nature they're supposed to be trustless, there still needs to be a form of verification to ensure that the smart contract is a good, workable, non-buggy, functioning contract, and this doesn't really exist in the ecosystem as of yet. Right? There needs to be a trusted, authoritative, but distributed third-party organization that can verify these smart contracts, and that's what Quantstamp does. All right? Richard Ma is the CEO, followed by Steven Stewart, the CTO, and we're talking Cornell University and University of Waterloo, respectively. All right, so really smart guys, a team chock full of superstar developers. I mean, I remember seeing that the team had together over 500 citations on Google Scholar collectively, which is outstanding. They have a very strong advisory board with people like Chris Mize, the ex-CFO from 10X, and Min Kim, who's done work with the Tim Draper Foundation in the past, right? And this is a team of people who care about the future of cryptocurrency, who have realized that Ethereum smart contracts are not secure, right? And Quantstamp is a security layer that will be added to the smart contract functions of Ethereum so that these things, like these bugs in the code, security breaches, they happen less often, right? I don't think there could have been a better scenario for Quantstamp, even down to like the name, because I believe there will be a time where people won't even invest in projects unless they have that stamp of approval, that quant stamp of approval, right? And the timing is just so perfect. We just had a scam take place in the market with Confido that could have been completely avoided with something like Quantstamp within the ecosystem, or the Parity wallet bug in which a novice developer accidentally locked up over $150 million in funds that could have been avoided with Quantstamp. If Quantstamp was around even last year, we probably wouldn't have 2 Ethereums, if you know what I'm talking about. So from an investment standpoint, I think what you're going to see in the market is new and old projects that utilize smart contracts vying to get their contracts quant stamped. Not only for security aspects and the fact that it could save them, billions of dollars potentially, but also as a competitive advantage, right? There's an element of safety as an investor that you would feel in going with a project whose code has been verified by an unbiased third party over another project that doesn't, right? So companies can boast having that stamp of approval to create a true feeling of safety for the investors, right? So how does it work? Well, before you understand how it works, you must first understand that smart contracts on the Ethereum platform, they have to be written in Ethereum coding language. And that coding language is a unique language specific to blockchain projects called Solidity. The problem lies in the fact that there is a divide in competency between normal developers and Solidity developers, in which they can create unforeseeable security issues. And because those developers don't code with an aspect of security in mind, what Quantstamp does is bridge the divide by using automated computer software to check for the security gaps instead of having developers do it by manually eyeballing code. And the protocol works in 2 parts. You first have the automated and upgradable software verification system that checks Solidity programs for bugs. This software requires a lot of computing power too, but that's a good thing because that will allow for it to catch increasingly sophisticated attacks. And this will be utilized through the distributed network, where participants provide the required computing power as well as governance to keep the decentralized aspect in play. And then the second layer of the protocol is the automated bounty payout system that rewards human participants for finding errors in the smart contracts, right? So I think that it's a slam dunk and ambitious idea, but the team is so good that I think they have the potential to pull it off in a big fashion. Now, there's some people who are a bit worried as far as like pricing because the ICO gave out some big bonuses. And for me, that's usually a red flag, but let me tell you why it's not. You know, it's crazy. Like, these guys thought of everything. They implemented an ICO structure called proof of care, in which only the highest bonuses were allotted to people who actually contributed on making the project better. So reviewing the code, enhancing the white paper, you know, creating art, like anything that would help the project. And that is just a great way to increase participation and community, but to also prevent people who just want to make a quick flip on an ICO from dumping on people who actually believe in the project. So now, if you're wondering, you know, what makes this company different from, say, like a Grello, Zeppelin, Either Party, or all these companies that are trying to do a similar thing, Quantstamp is stepping out of that cryptocurrency box. And what I mean by that is they're not just trying to audit token sale contracts or just, you know, templated smart contracts for existing currencies. Quantstamp is aiming to be that future company that businesses rely on for safety when they decide to move onto the blockchain, in which, you know, more and more complicated, intricate, and unique smart contracts will need their services, in which only an automated solution can actually get the job done. And they are setting themselves up for what smart contracts will be, as opposed to focusing on just the solutions for the problems that exist today. And that is a type of forward thinking that really has me extremely bullish on this project, right? And there's also some rumors that this coin will have some major partnerships very soon, right? I'm not going to reveal what they are. That's what the Facebook group, Telegram group is all about. So join that. But again, I'm very bullish on this project, and if you decide to enter, you can expect some leaps. Now, here's another huge reason why, you know, all the bull flags are ringing for me, and bull flags equal leaps. A prototype. They have a prototype, right? How many projects have we seen come onto the scene with nothing but a white paper and a laptop? Way too many, alright? Quantstamp, before they went to market, released their audit of the request network, in which proved that the product is not just an idea, but a workable and scalable protocol that has real value and use case, which checks off all the boxes for me, alright? So my sentiments, this one is a buy. Definitely a short-term and a long-term hold. One that can see some major leaps. Right now, you can purchase it on Binance. At the time I'm recording this, it's around like 9 cents. But I'm pretty sure by the time it's uploaded, it won't be 9 cents anymore. But if you're trying to be in for the long term, you know, buy it, forget it kind of guy or gal, anything under 50 cents is a steal on this one. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video of Coin Leakers. A lot of this information was already known before it hit the YouTube airways in our group. You know, thanks to some great people in the Facebook masterminds. I want to give a big shout out to, you know, Wilson, Don, Russell, you know, all my peoples in the group. Everybody there just makes it a great special environment, and it's one of the best Facebook groups out there on staying up to date with the market. Moves for the day, moves for the week. So share this video. Join us if you want to stay updated on what's hot. Zay.Gatsby from Coin Leakers. That's it. I'm out.
My God, too much. Yeah.